Hello chickadees, I am back. I told you I'd have one more video, a much faster one, but I really want to show you guys an example of this with some much larger dividends and divisors here. So I really want to put that out there for you guys and just go walk through one of those. So this is 585 divided by 2 and 25 hundredths. So right away that is 585 divided by 2 and 25 hundredths. We know that we cannot have decimals down here when we are dividing. We can't have them in our divisor, so we need to mess around with that. One thing that I want to do here, because I have this really large, this is actually a 3-digit divisor, not something we really practiced a lot, so my first step would definitely be to do an estimation. That's going to make my work so much easier. I'm going to estimate this, and I know this is pretty close to 600 up here, 585, but I think that 500 is a pretty easy number to work with. Might be a little easier than 600 to work with. I always like to think of those kind of if I were thinking about, you know, in the regular zone of 1 to 100. 50 is a little bit easier to work with than 60. 50 is just kind of a nice benchmark because it's that halfway point. So I'm going to go 500. And down here, this 2 and 25 hundredths, well, gosh, that's really close to the number 2. All right? So I can go from here, and I could say, okay, well, I'm just going to do 500 divided by 2. And let's just see what that gets me. 2 can fit into 5. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract, you're going to have 1. Drop down your 0. Drop it like it's hot. 2 fits into 10. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract, and we have nothing left. Team members, think really quickly. Do we stop here because we have nothing left? Heck no! You still have another 0 to drop down. We must drop it down. We must say, how many times can 2 fit into 0? It can fit in 0 times. 25 is a way different number than 250, all right? So 2 times 25 would only give us 50, but 2 times 250 will give us 500. So this gives us an approximate quotient. Our quotient is going to be about 250. So that right away makes my work a lot easier because I need to take this and I need to make an equivalent decimal. Or I'm sorry, an equivalent fraction that does not have a decimal in the divisor. So 585 over 2 and 25 hundredths. Here, how can I make 2 and 25 hundredths into something that doesn't have a decimal? When we think about that place value, I have 2 place values behind the decimal here. So I can't just multiply by 10. If I multiply by 10, that would move me 1 spot over in my place value, but I need to go 2 spots. So that means I need to multiply by 100. Get rid of that goofiness. Multiply by 100. So I'm going to do that here. Multiply my denominator by 100. Remember, it doesn't matter which order you multiply in, but that will give me a denominator of 225. And I'll multiply my numerator by 100, and that will give me 58500, 58,500. Holy cow, that is a huge problem to work with. And guess what? Because we have taken care of our estimation, we've taken care of our divisor, it no longer has a decimal in it, now I can just do my division. Yay! Let's see, I need to make myself a little space, blah, blah, blah. This is going to be my little division spot. Let's fit this bad boy in here. 58500 divided by, oh man, did I make myself enough room? Probably not. That's okay. 225. Sorry guys, I normally like to make each place value fit in one little line, but I didn't do that this time. So 225 can fit into 5 0 times. It's not going to happen. Shwoop, shwoop. Having the same thing. Drop down the 8. It can fit into 58 0 times. It's not going to happen. 225 is not going to fit into 58. So a little 0 there. Subtract 58. Drop down the 5. How many times can 225 fit into 585? Ooh, well, this is where I love that we have an estimation over here. The first digit in my estimation is a 2, so I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb. I'm going to estimate that this is probably going to be a 2. It might not be, but that's a good place to start. So 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 450 to 585, that's about 100 away, and I know that I have 225 here. If I put another one, I'd be way too big, so this is perfect. Let's subtract. I'm going to have 5, 3, 1, and now we have a 0 to drop. All right, now we have to figure out how many times can 225 fit into 1,350. Let's see, we're going to probably need to do a tiny bit of work here. So let's just take a look. In my estimation, it says 5. Let's just check. What is 225 multiplied by 5? 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Yeah. I got too excited there, guys. Sorry. I also got a little distracted by my dog during that one. I promise I'll be more focused. All right. 1,125. That's a tough one. That's pretty close to 1,350. But I wonder if I can fit another 200 in there. I want to check because it is about 200 away that we might be able to fit another one in. So I'm going to go 1 up. I just want to see if I can fit one more 225 in here. So let's multiply it by 6. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Look at that, team members. 1350. 1,350, that is perfect. Let's put that 6 in there. We know that it's going to be 1350 exactly. Beautiful. We're going to have nothing left at all. Can we stop? Is it 26? Our answer is 26. No, we have another 0 here in our ones place. We must drop it down. 225 can fit into 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Can fit into 0, 0 times. You guys got it? Beautiful work. Our answer here was 260, super close to 250, so that's fantastic. It really confirms what we were doing. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's see. This n equals 260. If I wanted to check my work, I'm not going to write it all out, but it would be 260 multiplied by 2 and 25 hundredths would equal 585. Nice job, team. Sorry this is kind of a messy video, but hey, it was a quick one, and I hope you're having a wonderful time, and I miss you a lot, and bye!